going to show you how to make a super quick meal to feed your family. This is going to feed me, my dad, and my boyfriend. Probably about 4 or 5 servings in here, maybe 6, depending on how much you want. Recipe, and this is what you need. You need about 4 potatoes. It varies about the size of potatoes. You're gonna dice them up, and then right now I have 4. Make sure they're washed, and then you're gonna need some sausage or whatever. I'm just using a John Morrell smoked sausage. It's made with chicken, pork, and beef. Also, a bag of russet potatoes. These are russet potatoes. They run about $3.99 for a 10-pound bag, so that's a pretty good deal. And then these about $1.25 for this pack, but you can sometimes get it 10 for 10. I've seen these also at Dollar Tree, so they're $1 there. And then you're also going to need some frozen veggies. The onions are my favorite part of it. It adds flavor to it, but I recommend getting mixed vegetables. I got these from Meijer. I know some states don't have Meijer, but this was about $1.25 a bag, and you're only going to use half the bag. So sometimes you can get these also on sale for 10 for 10, which is also great too. But I have some onion I'm going to put in there, and then I have some leftover green beans that I've opened already and used in a couple meals that I'm just going to add in there too. And then you're also going to need cream of mushroom. And this is the roasted garlic mushroom soup. That's also your taste opinion as well. I've used regular and roasted garlic. This is just what I had on hand. And these run about sometimes $1.50 a can, which is pretty cheap too. So we're going to start off by dicing our potatoes. Like I said, make sure your potatoes are clean first. And really how you cut your potatoes is, again, your opinion and how you like it. I like to do it like this, and then if you have different size chunks, if you think they're too big, then you just cut them down. See, this gives it nice little chunks. So just down the middle and then across. Also, this recipe is all about layering. I always put my potatoes at the bottom first so they can cook and get really mushy because it's cooked that way. You can also make this recipe in the oven as well. I've done it and it came out really good, but I like it in the slow cooker because you can just leave it. This is because I have plans tonight, and it'll be ready for my dad and my boyfriend when they come home from work. But when you put it in the oven, I think it's about, you can Google a oven conversion thing for crock pot to oven. I think I did at 350 or 400. I have an old stove and oven, so I think I did 400 degrees for about an hour. And it came out really good. And I know I'm not using proper cutting techniques. I'm just cooking dinner for my family. Probably one more potato. So my crock pot, I don't know what size it is. Ignore my cat meowing. He likes to talk. Anyways, my crock pot is about, I'd say, between a medium and small. I don't really know sizes of crock pots. I have a bigger one that I usually do a double batch in when we have people over. And this is also a great thing for if you have guests over and you don't have a lot of money to feed them. I made this when we had a few people over and they actually loved it. That's when I did a double batch. So you got your potatoes in there. So about 3 potatoes now. I can just put this one back. Next, you're gonna layer your veggies. So I'm just gonna throw the rest of the green beans in there, and use frozen veggies. 1, they're healthier than canned veggies, and 2, they have a really nice texture when they're cooked in here. Also, the extra water on them helps with the potatoes being cooked. See, now I have some onion left over that I can use again. And then I'll use about half a bag of mixed veggies. See? I let my cat outside. He's an outdoor cat. So now I have these to use in whatever. Next, I'll put on the soup. Now you're going to fill the can up halfway with water. It doesn't matter if it's hot or cold. I just dump it in, and that'll also help the potatoes. You're going to smooth the soup around on top of your veggies. See? Now you got your soup in there. You're going to cut your sausage, and this has to go on top. You'll get 2 sausages in there, which is very nice. And then you just slice them up. So you got a nice slices of meat. You just put those right on top. Now you got your meat in there. Plug it in. And now I'll cook it on, since I'm starting it later right now, I'll cook it on high and it'll be done in about 4 hours. But if you cook it on low, I would put it in, if you were cooking it on low, it would be if you put it on before noon. Well, before noon or 1, depending also what time you're eating. They get home about 6, so I'm shooting to have it done in 4 hours. So then you're just going to cover it till it's ready to serve. Okay, so now we're going to figure out how much the entire meal costs together. I'm going to pull up my calculator here, and I'm not going to do the math for each individual serving, like how much one potato costs to the whole bag, or whatever, you get what I mean. Okay, so a bag of the russet potatoes, which is a 10-pound bag, costs me about $3.99, and then the mixed veggies cost me $1.25. And since I already had the green beans, I'm not going to count that. And I'm not going to count the onions either, because that's just what I like to put in there. And I already had them, so yeah. And then the sausage cost $1.25. And then the soup costs about $1.50. And then you have your water. So what's that? $3.99 plus $1.25 plus $1.25. Altogether, the meal costs $7.99, so that's about $8, which is pretty good if you're getting like 4 to 6 servings out of there. And we usually eat out of a bowl that's like, you can't tell online. But anyway, we usually get about 4 servings out of it. and there's only 3 people eating it, and we're all adults, so if you're feeding kids, you might get less out of it, but you can easily make a double batch. It's so easy and it's delicious. I usually add some pepper on mine because everything is good with pepper, and I think my dad will add a little bit more garlic salt on there or powder, and then it's all up to you. You gotta go by taste when you eat it, but it's so good. Like, I really recommend this recipe. I make it at least 4 times a month. It's so easy and it's so good, especially if you're busy during the day. And yeah, so I really hope you enjoy it. Leave down in the comments if you've made it and you liked it. I want to start posting more. This will be, I think, my second video 2 days in a row. It's really hard because all I have is my laptop to film on, but I really want to get a new camera, but it's kind of out of my price range right now, so my laptop is basically all I have to go for. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy the recipe. I hope you enjoy my videos, and subscribe, comment, like, do everything. Alright, thank you, and see you in my next video.